Hello everyone, welcome back to your own channel. How are you guys doing? So guys, today we will be covering one more video on Saturn transit through ascendant, and today we'll be covering Aries ascendant. So after this video, our Saturn transit through different ascendant will be done, and we will be starting after this. We will be starting Saturn transit through Moon Lagan, and that video will going to be very interesting because it will show you the different results of how Saturn transit can bring into your life if your moon ascendant and your lagan, that is your ascendant first house, are different. Then you will see how the results will be different because there will be different house which will be getting impacted and different planets which will be getting impacted through both ascendant and moon ascendant. Because see, ascendant is your body and moon is your mind, so mind actually gets more affected to the transits, and especially with the outer planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu. So those planets are those transits of those planets are very important to understand from moon lagan also. Though every transit is important to check from moon lagan and your ascendant, but outer planets has more important because their transits are of longer period. Okay, so definitely we will be going to start that series after this one, but today let's continue with our next video for Aries ascendant, and let's see when Saturn will be transiting to their Pisces sign, what will going to happen, which house will going to get affected. Okay, so for Aries ascendant, Saturn will be transiting to their 12th house. So now this Aries ascendant has the chart like as a Kalpurush Kundli. So Saturn will be transiting to their 12th house. Pisces is also original 12th house. So basically they have results of both, and it would be like more impacted because their Saturn originally will be transiting to their 12th house. So what is 12th house? 12th house is your isolation, meditation. 12th house is about losses. 12th house is about your investment. 12th house is about foreign lands, foreign things, right? And Saturn is the Karaka for this house. Okay, and Saturn now will be transiting to this house of Aries ascendant. So what will going to happen for these people? That first of all, if they do meditation for this next 2.5 years, that will be going to be really good for these people, because Saturn will be bringing a lot of changes, ups and downs, and things related to your emotions, because Pisces is a sign of emotion. Pisces is a very emotional sign, deep water sign, deep thinking sign. So if you do meditation, then probably your emotions will not get too much disturbed, and especially if someone's moon is also sitting here like this, so then definitely it will going to impact much more to them. So you need to check that also. Another thing, Saturn can take you to foreign lands, to long distance travel, depending upon the other planets, your natal chart, transits, and your dasha, if it supports that. But yes, these things can happen in your life. So now from here, Saturn will be aspecting your second house, your sixth house, your sixth house, and your ninth house. So these three houses Saturn will be aspecting when it will be transiting to the Pisces sign in the 12th house of yours. Now, what is second house? We already talked multiple times about these things, like second house is about family, income, your food intake, your speech. So all these things will get affected, and moreover the third aspect is of continuous effort. So continuous effort will be required to maintain these things and the balance over this on this house. Like you need to be very careful on your speech. Maybe people will start of this ascendant, people may start eating a lot of junk food or dry food during this next 2.5 years, right? So you need to be very careful on those things, and why? Because it can affect your health also, and I'll come to that later on. But yes, so regular efforts, and you need to keep on continuous improvement on things related to these house. It can take you away from your family, as I told you that it will give you long distance travel and foreign travel. So obviously if you travel or if you are going out for a work, it will be taking you away from your family or be separating you, because Saturn is a planet of separation, and sitting in the 12th house, it is looking at your second house. So both of these houses involve in foreign travels and long distance travel, and also it is looking at your ninth house. So these things can be very much possible for people of Aries ascendant. But age, your dasha, your natal chart planets, your other transits will also come into picture. Just by looking at Saturn sitting transiting 12th house does not give you the guarantee of all these things what I'm talking about. Right? So there is no black and white in the astrology. You need to mix the things and then come to a conclusion and the results. Also, moon transit will also going to affect this. Maybe you will travel, but whether you are going to enjoy that travel or not, that we'll have to see from the moon lagan. Okay, so these things will be from second house. Now it will be looking at your sixth house, as I've already spoke about health. So because sixth house is about disease, law, litigation, kind of a things, competition, service. So you need to be very careful with your health. So people usually have seen that if Saturn is transiting on 12th or 6th house for any ascendant, then these people should do yoga and especially pranayam like Kapalbhati and all these things, exercises related to your stomach, because stomachs usually get disturbed during this period when Saturn will be transiting either to 6th and 12th house. So those things should be carefully handled, and I would suggest that everybody with Aries ascendant should do that, because this will be the period which can disturb your health little bit, not majorly, but yes, little bit. But stomach related problems can come over there, again depending upon lot of other factors. Okay, if anybody is appearing for any competition or any things like you are going for any law, litigation, loans, and then you need to put some efforts over there, or you need to be very careful going on all these things, because Saturn is a planet of delay. It can give you a little bit of delays, or will test your patience regarding the things related to these houses. So as I always say that wherever Saturn sits, either in natal chart or in like transit, and whatever house it will aspect, Saturn is expect from you that you should be very patient, dedicated, and should be doing hard work and efforts toward that house and things related towards that house. And also, I'm not talking about any planet sitting over there. So if planet is some planets also sitting in these houses, that will be definitely be changing the equation, or may require efforts towards those things related to that planet. Okay, now Saturn will become aspecting your 9th house also. So I was already told you that it can give you long distance travel. Maybe you can do religious travel, traveling to your gurus, or things related to your father will be very much of importance during this 2.5 years of period. Also, you should be just very careful, not to be worried, but just careful about your father's health. If anything happens, or maybe a little bit of thing, then you should get some proper checkup and all those things. Okay, so all these things are related to the houses which Saturn will going to aspect. Now let's see the trine to this transit will be your 4th house and your 8th house. Okay, so now any planet sitting over here will be of much importance, because that will be in trine to Saturn transit, and it can give you a career regarding that, or can give you things, good things related to that planet in your career or in your finances, all these things, because Saturn is a planet of karma, career, so it will give you things related to those planets, but living significance will be totally different. So as I always give you an example of like if moon is sitting here, then related to your mother, you should be very careful about her health and all. But if it comes to career, then it can give you a career which involves a lot of traveling, or maybe you may have to travel related to work, as it is also sitting in the 12th house and aspecting your 9th house. So, and moon is a planet of travel, so it can give you travel, or it can give you a transfer in your job, or maybe you change your job and then you get moved to some other city. Also, as I told you, that it will take you away from your family. So those things very much possible, especially if moon is also sitting here. Just an example. Like now sun is also sitting here, then you should be careful about your father's health. But sun may give you things related to government job. If you are preparing for that, then there are chances, because it is looking at 6th house also, so it can give you government job chances, selection in the government job. Those things are very much possible. So all these things will have to evaluate, but as I always say that don't just come to any conclusion by looking at where Saturn is transiting without checking other transits, planets, and your dasha, and especially transit from moon. Okay, so all these things we have to check, and then we should come to any conclusion. All right. So, alright guys, I think that's all. Yeah, just one more thing, that one house which will be of very much importance would be again your 9th house, because when when Ketu will be sitting here and Jupiter will be sitting here, all these 3 planets will be aspecting this house. So this house and things related to this house will be of importance and play a major part in your life for next at least 1 year, from this June to next May. Okay, so just be watchful on if any planet is sitting there or things related to this house. Okay, so alright guys, that's all from this video. We will be starting our moon Lagan series and Saturn transit pretty soon, maybe in a day or two. That will be going to be very interesting, because from moon you will see how your mind, or how you will going to enjoy the things which you will be getting from Saturn transit through your ascendant. See, because ascendant will give you those things, but whether you will be able to enjoy that, because if your mind will not be supportive, then even if you are getting it from ascendant, you may not be able to get the actual results, or maybe it will not be very good for you. Maybe you will feel miserable in those things if your moon is not supporting. But if moon is supporting, Saturn is promising, then it will be a win-win situation for you. So that is why transit from moon becomes very important. Okay, so we'll be starting that series. Stay tuned in. That series will going to be very interesting. So alright guys, that's all for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment and share this video. Alright guys, take care. Bye.